Welcome back. This is Dan Havey with CF Ninja Hacks, and in this video we're going to talk about SEO and metadata on your ClickFunnels site. If you like my videos, make sure you subscribe down here in the bottom right corner. Now, there's a lot of debate about SEO when it comes to ClickFunnels and all that, but it's really pretty simple. When the Google guys set up their original algorithm, it was based upon the number of backlinks to any page on the internet. And it was also based upon the, what's the word I'm looking for? The respectability, I'll just say, of those links as well. Well, come along about 5 years ago, they came out with two updates, Penguin and Panda, both in pretty much the same year. I forget what year it was. And at that point, they got to the point where they could look at every single web page on the internet almost like simultaneously. They crawled the entire web. They have every single sales page, every single blog post, every video, everything ever put onto the internet, all chronicled. And when you put something up, they do it virtually instantaneously. So a lot of the games that people could play really went out the window, but the one thing that Google has always relied upon is backlinks. And that is actually one of the problems with building a funnel. Doesn't matter which software you're using, is that you don't have a lot of backlinks. So if you want a lot of backlinks, the best thing to do is to have a blog. And because inside of a blog, there's so much interconnecting between the different pages and posts and everything inside of a blog. Anytime you look at a blog page, you're going to see there's links going off to 20 other blog pages or blog posts and on and on. And so there's this huge interconnected web inside of a blog itself. So what you can do with your ClickFunnels pages is, obviously, if you want organic SEO of any kind, you have to point a whole bunch of links to them. So you can do that through Facebook, which I'm not even really sure how much Google scans Facebook or not, but certainly places like YouTube, obviously that's a big one because they own it. And then, you know, if you got a blog, that's another great place to put links, podcasts, etc. Anywhere you can put links out on the internet to point back to your blog, it will help. But the truth is, again, doesn't matter which kind of funnel software you're using, they just are not going to have that many backlinks to be able to get that organic boost. So we have to do everything we possibly can to let the search engines, to let Facebook, to let everybody know what your page is about. So the very first thing you want to do is you want to go to Google Analytics, and let me find my analytics where I had this open. And you want to set it up for every single domain that you have. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come into this tool here for Google. It's the Search Console. And you want to add a property and get it set up inside of here. Again, this is not going to be a lesson on how to set up Google or Google Analytics or anything like that. I'm just showing you what to look for. So you want to add a property here inside of the Search Console, and as google.com/webmasters/tools is you want to go to there. And then you also want to go into Google Analytics. Go into your admin, account settings. We want to come over here to tracking info and tracking code. And you want to grab out this code right here after you get it all set up. Again, there's a little bit of work to get it set up, but just Google it and you'll find videos on how to get this set up. So you're going to copy that out of there, and then we'll close that out. You're going to come into your funnel itself, and we're going to go back to the main page here. I'm going to go back to the funnel editor page, and we're going to come up here in the right hand corner and click on settings, and down here in the tracking code, let me open this up. You're going to want to come in and you're going to want to paste in the tracking code for Google Analytics. So just take everything we just copied out and just paste it in here. Scroll down to the bottom and click on Save and Update. That way your analytics will be connected with Google, and it just gives you a much better chance of being able to be found and to be able to be in the search index. So now the next thing we want to do is let's go into any page. and I say any page, but actually the membership access, the membership area, and probably even some of the webinar pages, I'm not sure about that for sure, you don't have the ability to really set up the SEO metadata in there. But I do actually have a workaround on that so that when you do put your membership access page into somewhere like in Facebook, we will be able to pull up the metadata. But again, that's not a lesson for today. So what we want to do is we want to go into this page and we want to look at the metadata in here. And before going into metadata itself, let's take a look at the image elements inside of our site. So here we have just a regular image element. If we click on settings, we can come in here and we can change, let me pull my screen over a little bit, we can change the alt text right here. So it says SEO alt text. So you can put in any words that you want in here. So let's just say we want to put in ClickFunnels. And that will be the alt text. And so those words then will be associated with this image and with this page inside of Google's index. And so that can help a little bit with your SEO. So now let's just take a look at what other elements you could also do that in. And I'm just going to create a new element. So we have our image element. We have the image pop-up. We also have the video pop-up element. And let's see, I don't think the video will do it, but let's find out. We'll just click on that and open it up. And let's go inside. And no, there's nowhere in here for that. So the image elements is what you're really looking for. So let me open this back up again. So you got the image pop-up, the video pop-up, and there's one more down here, which is the image feature that also has the ability to put in alt tags. So we'll just click on this and open it up. And so you can put in your alt text right here. And then if we go scroll down on the page a little bit, I have a bunch of video modals down here, a bunch of video pop-ups. So we'll open that up. And again, in here, we can put in alt text there as well. Now, one other thing I did is for anywhere here inside of ClickFunnels, you have your headline tags, you have sub-headline tags, and then you can also have paragraph tags. Well, I wrote a little bit of code that actually turns the headline tags into H1 tags, the sub-headline tags into H2 tags, and the paragraph tags into paragraph tags, well, the paragraph element into paragraph tags. And I wrote that code. I'm still kind of testing it. But again, that's just, again, something that could slightly help you with your SEO in that ClickFunnels does not natively have H1, H2, and P tags, whereas most standard HTML does. So now let's go take a look at our SEO metadata. And we start off with our title tag. And whatever you type here is not only is going to be your title tag, it's going to show up right down here. This is our SEO preview. And then down below it, we have what, well, actually, this is for Google on the top, and this would be for, like, Facebook on the bottom. So that would be our title tag. It also shows up in the tab at the top of the page, is also where this text will show. Then we have our page description, and again, it will show up below the title. You can put in any keywords that you want here, the name of the author, and then you just put in a social image. And again, you just store that social image right here inside of the image editor inside of ClickFunnels, and then just pull it out whenever you want. And then that's what this will look like here. So this is what it will look like inside of Facebook. Now, I said that will happen unless you are using a membership access or a membership area and put a link into somewhere like Facebook. But like I said, I have a workaround for that, so you can actually show the metadata for any membership site as well. Now, so once you get all this set up, there's one last thing we want to do just to make sure that all the metadata is set properly and that that Facebook is able to read it, and any of the other social sites are also able to read it. So we're going to go into a tool known as the debugger tool. So it's developers.facebook.com/tools/debug/sharing. But all you got to do is just Google Facebook debugger tool. And what we have to do is we have to put in the link to the page that we want them to do the debug on. So I'm just going to put in HTT, let's spell it right, TTPS, and this is quickstartblueprint.com, and we're going to click on debug. Now, 9 times out of 10, you won't get the result that I just got here. You will get actually nothing 9 times out of 10 if you've never done this before. So then all you do is you click on scrape again, and you keep clicking on this until you finally get the results to pop up. And this is what we're looking for, is here we have our social image. We have the URL, the domain name right here, and then we have the title for the page. So this is what it should look like when you're done. And as we scroll down here a little bit further, you also have the description down here in the text area. So that is it. That's a few things you can do to help with SEO and setting up your metadata inside of ClickFunnels. So again, if you like my videos, click on subscribe. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.